On that first job, I had a terrible time, and I was really bad in it. I played a werewolf's ex-fiancé who had epilepsy, and I wore like a really hideous sort of shiny coat with a fur hood. I remember the director shouting at me, "It's time to start acting now, darling." I had no idea what I was doing, but it was sort of a baptism of fire. They're my memories of that job. Crown came about kind of in the normal way, I suppose. I just got sent the script, and I mean, it was slightly odd. I was 5 months pregnant when I got sent it, and all the time I was thinking, this is never going to happen. It was getting more and more ridiculous the more pregnant I got, going in for these auditions, pretending to be the Queen of England. It was just really surreal. And then they offered it to me, and I really had to make a kind of really serious life decision at that point, because I didn't know what state I was going to be in after having a child. I would have always wanted to go back to work after having a child. It was just I went in at the deep end. She just wore girdles, but I had to wear the Queen does, but I had to wear a corset because I had quite a lot of baby weight in the beginning. The thing I really noticed, looking back now, I've got quite a significantly padded brassiere on because the first series, it was all my own work. Never known anything like it. The second time round, they were like, "Oh, where have they gone?" And I was like, "I know, they've gone." Yeah, the first time around, I did a lot of my own kind of queen breastwork. So, she'd be so ashamed of me. You know, they are mysterious by nature. We definitely know that certain members of the royal family have watched it, and we definitely know that certain members of the household have watched it. We have people on set who have worked for the royal house. There are press secretaries who would want to be across it, I suppose, to find out what we'd done. They are definitely aware of it. Whether they've watched the entire 10 hours of their life repeated back at them, I'm not sure. We have an amazing man on set, Major David, who is incredibly vigilant about that footman would never open that door. You know, badges would never be on at that angle. So we've got someone who's constantly checking that we're doing the right thing, because we'd never get it right on our own. We need like an overlord telling us what to do. There's rumours of what she keeps in her handbag. Someone once told me that she keeps dog biscuits in there. I bet she's got all sorts in there. I quite like the idea of her keeping dog biscuits in there. We have our corgis. We have an interesting relationship with the corgis because they are an interesting breed of dog. Every day they're on set, something exciting happens. They don't really breed them anymore because they're just a bit mean, a bit yappy. They're quite kind of mean-spirited. Dorgies, I mean. Corgis and dorgies. It's just too much. I can't take it. I recently rewatched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And I would say Jack Nicholson, but my mum has always said that my dad looks like Jack Nicholson, so I can't. So all I will say is that I think he is the most charming, charismatic, alive person I have ever seen on screen. And I just love him. Aesthetically, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, handsome devil. I can Irish dance. I went to an all-girls grammar school in England, and one of my friends, Faye Highlands, she was one of kind of 5 Irish, and I'm from an Irish family. We did river dance for the school talent contest like 3 years in a row. We never won, but I always took it deeply seriously and felt incredibly moved by the music. All us girls had to come in a line in the back, and I was always really bouncy and a bit over-enthusiastic. And I always wanted to be the one who was being Michael Flatley, but I was terrible. That's awful. Not a skill, though. I mean, what can I use it for? It just comes out every once in a while at family weddings, or my granddad says, put the diddly-diddly on, and then I just let rip. I've gone bright red. It's not a skill. It's not a skill.